So much NFL history has come from within the walls of Soldier Field here in Chicago. And we're happy to return to it once again in its final chapters as an NFL stadium. Up next, it's our main event between the Baltimore Ravens and the Chicago Bears. Is out and about ready to send this one away. And here we go from Chicago. Return starts at the 3. They get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that.
Still let the skin to me out there, check it is. It's coaches, drive to my old self. Wake up to the news. I used to be a world star. To get news. I used to hang on this and talk to the streets of tricks. Can't drive and drive. It's a movie. Drive to my old self. Wake up to the news. I used to be a world star. To get news. I used to hang on this and talk to the streets of tricks. Can't drive and drive.
Take this today. They're across the line, handing the ball, first play the game.
Quarterback don't be upset with that first down because
they love this.
Yeah, I was going. It's like so. It's like untraditional. Like the beat is like untraditionally made. Like it's like 24, which is weird. But I don't know if it's like supposed to be set up like that. Like. When they for the 12, like 12, like then that would make more sense. But I was counting.
Williams from the gun. That's taken in by Roma. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. So 20 yards on that play. And it'll be first down Bears.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Williams to throw on first. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Devon Holland comes up with it. Space on the right. He's got room. He brings this one back. Touchdown Baltimore off the pick 6.
Well, that is quite the tone setter and very different between the two sides. Offense, that's a disaster. But defensively, you've just lit the flame of emotion, and now you want to build on it. Wow.
That is Tyler Luke, now on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Ravens will jump out to
Fears of the dark, follow fans, and to the city, so I hit the band, I toast it, it's in the cook, and I try to see what's the shit. So I'm going to go and get to Facebook. Song I play, song ride outside every day. Songs from the east, songs from the west, outside every day.
Never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
1st and 10 from the 43. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. To the air on 3rd and long. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a 29-yard gain. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Boss kids on my ears, think I feel the boots close. When I got teeth, I say, off me, do the smith, and you guys hear everything my way. We all need got some turkey and roast camp. It's how I need to follow the smart and love. Me, no friend, full of shit, this is 3, that's the burden. You think it's all shit. Fuck me, sing around my land. Bitch, I'm not about to be, I'm about my ears. I keep going to feel the boots. When I got teeth, I say, I'm going to do the smith, and you got teeth. I'm stay safe, I stay dangerous. I'm on my ears, who I'm banging. I'm a boss, I'm a 10, I'm a 10. Both these photos, big juice. Old school, it's a big juice. Burning in, up in the tuck in. Shit, but just a mob on the end, you a loser. I'm hitting that shit, bitch, I'm a juice. He was playing with it, now you in a news one. I was dirty with him, now I'm working juice with him. I'm a winner, even if I'm juice with him. I'm a juice with him, I'm a wrestling. On the business, I'm a wrestling. Got a big you know, I'm my son. I was kidding, I'm home, that's no freestyle. Every time nigga leave, niggas wasn't there, all star, niggas see. Bitches was clear, only there for a seat. Ain't hard calling, I'm doing it to leave. Doesn't matter, we don't need it. Joyce and Bros can't find something. I'm trying to pull up and meet my friends. This is 3, got some bread in the bed. These fuck niggas ain't around the sleep. I'm about to hit by my hands. I got 10, I said, I'm gonna do the same thing. You got 10. The market, nigga, we gon' need a fine. Bros can't stay inside in. Bitch trying to pull up and be my friend. This is 3, got some brand new bed. See these fuck niggas ain't around Saline. Bitches only buy money, I'm about my team. Hit the kill with a money, bitch, and I got 10. I say, I'm gonna do the same thing. You got 10. Nigga, we gon' need a from Jersey, the Bros brand, nigga, inside in. A lot of bitches trying to pull up and meet my friends. I'm full of G63, I spray no beans. You can 20 seconds, nigga, you know my beat. Looking for that, I'm running on the streets. Feel like shorty, I'm feeling on the beat. 5'7", love you with a green bean.
No. That's the one I had. But that's what I'm saying. I ain't getting it.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Our score, 14-0. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter. Ravens in possession. They have 2nd and pretty long here. Running back motions right. Shotgun snap to Jackson. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Jackson now, 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had. Not against this defense. Not on that one.
This will not connect. Not enough leg and too far left as well. And the lead stays frozen at 14.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Throwing again on second, Williams. Completed to his running back. And he takes it up and across midfield in the Ravens territory.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Williams to throw on third. This connects with Higgins. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
Kate, I've probably seen a million balls thrown in my life, and maybe even more. From the time I was in high school all the way here to the pros, and over all these decades of watching guys throw it, and I'll tell you what, I never get tired of watching a laser like that.
He's got it. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears make it a one-score game in the first half. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. First and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense to the line. This is 2nd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. He's trying to push the field. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterparts score a touchdown. Cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
And they send their back in motion right. He has the first over the middle. Into the red zone. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll try and punch it in. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Running back motions right. Gets it again. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 13-point lead. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
Extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. Williams from the gun. That one finds Josh Downs. And they drop him with a big hit, but it's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First down throw by Williams. Has him running the comeback. And nothing doing after the catch, but a good gain on it. They're down to the 35. To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Working from the gun, Williams. He finds a Dunze downfield. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. They strike for 23 yards. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
To the air yet again, Williams. Throws caught. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. We're in a double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Williams with a quick pass out wide. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears make it a one-score game before halftime. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But they could all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Well, no real answers for that one. I can't imagine you would do that intentionally for any reason. Can you? Yeah, no, but some excellent field position awarded for that kick out of bounds. So first down from the 41. Starting this drive with a design run. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Now they send their back in motion right. Lamar now from the gun. That hit affected that throw, and it sails out of bounds, incomplete.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Third and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. They'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. First and 10 from the 32. Now it's Lamar. Dumped off to his running back. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
They'll run here on first down. Got him a good handful there as it brings up second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They go heavy on this first and goal. 3 tight ends in the formation. He'll try to do it himself. They charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short. He has it on the QB sneak. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Ravens will add to their lead at the end of the half. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
This one is up and good. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Here's the final play of our first half.
What is up? Vegas, Vegas!
Looking to throw. And this is lofted deep down the middle. And they pick him off again! Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Taylor, Fielder has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Return coming from the 14. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Hey, Alfred, tonight! Finish up! Yo.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. Long gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back, I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Throw left side, complete. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down now, ball at the 33. From the gun, here's a handoff. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Bears 33-yard line.
Here's Lamar. Running right side by McLaurin. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
It's a sweep. He pumps the pass forward. And the defense wise to that call there. The receiver wrapped up for no gain. 3rd down coming up.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They kick the running back in motion. Lamar back to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Tight end going in motion here. Handoff now out of the gun. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Another carry for him. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime. Here's Luke for the point after. He connects on the point after. And the Ravens stretch their lead to 21.
Ravens 35, Bears 14. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Returning it from the 4. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. And that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30.
7-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10.
What is up?
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Odunze's got it, right side. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 33.
Williams to throw. On the quick slant here, it's Higgins. And he's going to be blocked out at the 42. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. So dose of the hurry up here.
That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Williams again. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
What is it? Hold on.
Again, it's Williams. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's 3rd down.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It's going to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
What is up?
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
He's brought down.
Working quickly here.
A 9-yard gain on the play.
Yes.
It's now 4th down and 1.
On 4th down, it's Williams. That's Cox. This is Loveland. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
What is up?
Going back, it's the handoff. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Ravens' 4-yard line.
What is it up?
And you just get the playoff. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. So they'll have some time to prepare for 3rd and goal. We're at the end of our 3rd quarter. It's the Bears with the ball, but they enter the 4th at a massive deficit. Touchdown or bust for him here as they set up for 3rd and goal.
What is up?
Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Field goal doesn't move that needle. They're going for the touchdown. It's 4th and goal.
What is that?
Desperation time here. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Backed up in the end zone. Jackson. Completed to his running back. The 50. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
Are you sure about that? Because you know what I love about these moments? I love especially going back and watching them on tape and watching the big guys. Watching all those O-linemen. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, but eventually some will make their way 90 yards downfield to celebrate that one as well. Because you're right, it was one heck of a show.
And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
At their own 32-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 32.
What is it on? Hard spot.
Williams from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
What is up?
Working from the gun, Williams. Throwing the out route complete. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
What is up?
To the air yet again. Williams. This connects with Higgins. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Gain of 15 there. And that'll be 1st down Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
What is it on? Here we go.
Williams throwing again here on 2nd down. He's going to push one deep down the right.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. Got to shake it off and keep on firing.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
What is up? Guys.
He'll air it out on 3rd. And he let his man shoot much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
I've talked to you over the years. The transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Vegas, Vegas!
Here he goes. Gotta have this on fourth down. And the Ravens get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
It's a turnover on downs.
Onward.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot! Hey, sit hot! 180! Alpha.
Right up the gut. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but it's a little up for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Ravens nearing their 9th win of the season. All set to go now from the 35. First down, and they go right back to it. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
180! Headshot!
Going to the ground again on first. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, kids, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
180! Get hot! 180! Headshot!
And motion the tight end over. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Connects on the crosser. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
And okay, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. So the Ravens will fly home with the win.